Hello everyone, welcome to Learning English Canada. Let's play a game. I'll show you a word. Please say it out loud. Then listen to how I pronounce it. Okay? Now you can say the word. Good. Please listen as I say the word. Tum. Tum. So, do you hear the letter B? Right, you don't hear the letter B because it's a silent letter in this word. So we don't have to pronounce it. Okay? You know what? In English, there are many words that have a silent letter. So, in today's lesson, we'll teach you the pronunciation of words that contain silent letters B, H, K, and W, all of which are common silent letters in English. Are you ready to begin? Let's get started.
Let's go over silent letter B. The first rule to remember to identify a silent B is that B is usually not pronounced after it follows the letter M. Here are a few examples. Bomb, climb, comb, crumb, lamb, plumber, thumb, tomb. Let's look at one example more closely. Climb. Repeat after me. Climb. In the word climb, we see that the letter M will be followed by the letter B. So the B is silent. Climb. Now, let's look at these words a little bit more carefully in a few sentences so we can see how the B is not pronounced and is silent. The lamb ran away after it heard a bomb. Please repeat after me. Lamb. Bomb. The plumber forgot his comb. Repeat. Plumber. Comb. I was in pain after the tomb closed on my thumb. Repeat. Tomb. Thumb. Good job. The second rule to remember is that B is usually not pronounced before the letter T. Here are a few examples. Debt, doubtful, doubt, subtle. As you can see in the word debt, the letter B comes before the letter T and is therefore silent. Debt, debt. Now, let's look at a few sentences with these words so you can get used to not pronouncing the letter B. I doubt that my parents are in debt. Please repeat. Doubt, debt. My sister is usually subtle when discussing money, but I know she's in debt. Repeat. Subtle, debt. It's doubtful that I can get out of debt anytime soon. Repeat. Doubtful, debt. Good. Of course, there are exceptions in English, and every rule might have an exception. Take the word obtain, for example. A T follows the letter B in the word obtain, but we pronounce the letter B. It is not silent. Let's hear. Obtain, obtain. So in this case, the B is pronounced, and that is one exception to the rule. Silent letter H. Identifying words in English that contain the silent letter H are a bit more difficult than identifying words that contain the silent letter B. The letter H will sometimes be silent in English. Here are a few examples. Honest, hour, honor, school, vehicle, choir, whisper, wheel, ghost, exhausted. The first rule to remember is that the letter H will sometimes be silent, often after the letter W at the beginning of a word in English. Here is a list of words. Why, who, what, where, which, whisper, white, wheel, while. A silent H will also sometimes follow these letters in English: C, G, R, and EX. Let's look at a few examples. For the letter C, we hear the words choir, chemistry, school, and stomach. For the letter G, ghost and ghetto. For the letter R, rhinoceros and rhyme. And for the letters EX, exhibit and exhausted. Now, let's practice saying these words together in sentences so you can get used to not pronouncing the letter H. The boy whispered to me that he saw a ghost. Please repeat. Whispered. Ghost. The rhinoceros was exhausted after being chased by the lion. Repeat. Rhinoceros. Exhausted. In high school, I attended a chemistry class and sang in the choir. Repeat. Chemistry. Choir. At the exhibit, I saw a white car without wheels. Repeat. Exhibit. White. Wheels. In an hour, I will be honored with a prize. Please repeat. Hour. Honored. Good job.
Silent letter K. The letter K will always be silent in English when it comes before the letter N. Here are some examples. No, knock, knife, night, knowledge, knee. As you can see, in all of these words, the letter N follows the letter K, so we don't have to pronounce the letter K when saying these words. Okay? Now, let's practice saying these words together in sentences so you can feel more comfortable not pronouncing the K. I know to be careful when using a knife. Please repeat. No. Knife. The knight knocked on the castle door. Please repeat. Knight. Knocked. My grandfather is a knowledgeable man. Please repeat. Knowledgeable. The knight bent down on one knee to propose to the princess. Please repeat. Knight. Knee. Very good. Silent letter W. The letter W is not pronounced at the beginning of a word when the letter R follows. Here are some examples. right, wrong, wreck, wrinkle, wrestling, wrist, wrap. Now, let's practice saying these words together in sentences so you can pronounce them correctly. The students have to write an essay tomorrow in class. Please repeat. Write. John hurt his wrist while wrestling with his brother. Please repeat. Wrist. Wrestling. It's wrong to think that you won't get wrinkles when you get older. Please repeat. Wrong. Wrinkles. The letter W is also silent in some words like who, whose, whom, whoever, answer, sword, Jew. You know what? There's no specific rule here, but the more often you practice saying these words, the more easily you will be able to identify them. Now, let's practice saying these words in sentences. Whoever answers correctly will win 2 free tickets. Please repeat. Whoever answers. 2. Who's going to the party at 2 o'clock? Please repeat. Who? 2. My grandfather, whom I admire, was a famous sword fighter. Please repeat. Whom? Sword.
Now, let's practice identifying words that have a silent letter. Number 1. Which word below has a silent letter B? Yes, C. Crumb. Number 2. Which word below has a silent letter H? Yes, B. Honest. 3. Which word below doesn't have a silent letter H? Correct. A. Shout. Number 4. Which word below doesn't have a silent letter K? Right. A. King. 5. Which word below has a silent letter W? Correct. D. Wrinkle. Good job.
Next, I would like you to practice saying some more words that have a silent letter. B or H or K or W. Okay? Please repeat after me. Dumb. Limb. Numb. Womb. Ghastly. Ghoul. Rhythm. Knapsack. Knit. Knuckle. Knot. Riff. wreckage, wrench, wretched. Very good.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on identifying some of the words in English that contain a silent letter, such as the letter B, H, K, and W. Identifying silent letters is not always easy in English, so please review this lesson and take note of the important rules and some of the words that contain a silent letter. It would also be a good idea to record yourself speaking and practice your pronunciation of words in English that contain a silent letter. Thank you for watching our video today. Please subscribe to our channel and share this video lesson with your friends and family. The teachers at Learn English Canada would be happy to see you in the next video. Bye for now.